Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first episode of 1920s Podcast. I'm your host, RJ, and in this podcast, we're going to talk about, how it feels to be 20 in this time, in this generation. And, does the future look bright for people my age, this generation, this, Gen Z, some millennials too, does the future look bright, uncertain? But we're just going to jump right into it. Okay, so what I feel like the future, what's ahead of the future for my generation and 20-year-olds, I feel like the future is more on it's leaning on the uncertain more than a bright future. Things been changing, the world has been changing, stuff is just not the same anymore. The regular day thinking of how millennials thought, I don't think we can do that in this generation. It's more of stuff is just falling down, as in economy, everything's changed. Stuff is different than when it was probably 2 decades ago. And I feel like working isn't, I see people quitting their jobs. A lot of people in my generation are quitting their jobs. It's just not it no more. I see people quitting their jobs. People my age, it's not worth it no more. Being told what to do at a job, it's not worth it. Nothing is paying enough. Seems like everything's high, price is high, gas high, everything is just skyrocketing, but it's not leading towards a good future for people my age. You question, what do you want to do? A lot of people my age don't know what is ahead in the future for them. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We don't know what the future has planned, what's our purpose in life. Any of these things, nothing is the same. No one cares about no jobs anymore. All that stuff it had no meaning in it already, but more people that's around my age are starting to realize that what's the purpose of working every day? That's what people are thinking. Do I feel like the future is bright for me? No, but in a way, yeah. I feel like the future is more not bright for people that's working. Everyone would think, all the jobs, stuff is gone. If all that stuff was to go, people wouldn't know what to do with their life. But for me, I feel like the future is bright because all this stuff is shutting down. This whole, what's the word? You know what the word is, whatever. But all of this is shutting down, the government, everything is just, they're changing everything. And it's low-key good because it gives us, we weren't supposed to be doing all this work. We was indoctrinated into all this work, 9 to 5. We weren't supposed to do that anyway. But now it's starting to change. So I hope people change their minds, do something different, find a deeper purpose in life. It's not a job. Jobs were never meant to be your purpose in life. You think God put you on earth to tell you, go work at that McDonald's up the street, go work at that Popeyes, go work at that Five Below? No, that was never meant to happen. Why would God put you on earth to work at 9 to 5? Adam and Eve, did they have a job? Adam and Eve never had a job. So why should I have a job? It's more do your own thing, get your family, stay together, stay close, get your land, and y'all just work the land. Get married, have kids. I feel like that's a real purpose in life. Getting your lineage, giving stuff to your kids when you eventually pass, that's the real purpose in life. Not no 9 to 5, no working, none of that stuff. All that stuff is goofy. That's what I feel like. You don't have to agree with me, but that's what I feel like. Wait, how do I see that? Never mind. I also feel like this generation, our thinking is cooked. It's a lot of stuff going on, what we listen to. You have to some of that stuff, your vibration can't be feeding your stuff, your vibration and your mind and your body, that stuff all day. You can't be feeding into that. All these fake news, I promise you 90% of the stuff they tell us isn't real. They just taught us these things to control us. A lot of people are controlled by fear. That's what my generation, matter of fact, forget my generation. All people are controlled by fear nowadays. Think about it. You wouldn't be working no job if they told you, we not finna pay you. You only working a job to what? To pay your bills. Let's be real. Or to get stuff that you want. That stuff has no meaning. None of that stuff has any meaning. You're not really missing out on anything. You probably see celebrities on Instagram, whatever you got, Snapchat, Facebook, I don't know. You look at them dang, I want to be just like them one day. Those are the real losers. What they teach you, those people who are celebrities, those are the real losers. People who work in 9 to 5s, I'm sorry, that's just loser stuff. I'm sorry to tell you. You're a loser if you're working a 9 to 5, low key. Well, I'm not gonna say you're a loser, but it's just what losers do. Now you probably asking, how else we supposed to get money? I mean, but like, if you got a family and stuff, you know, I'm not saying like, I'm just saying like, don't be thinking your job, don't just do your job. If you're just gonna work a job every day, get up, same thing, you don't get tired of the same cycle. Feel like find a deeper purpose, learn new things, teach yourself new things. Don't be leaning on a job all your life. You know, talking to your friends like, man, cause I got a job. That's the goofiest thing I heard. That is the goofiest thing I ever heard. Please don't say that. All that, I got a job, stupid, that's stupid foolishness. Please don't say none of that, please. Anyways, I'm getting off topic a little bit, but I just feel like the future is, for people my age, it's not bright, it's uncertain. We don't know where it's gonna go, but I doubt it's gonna go to what it used to be. Everything's gonna change. I promise you, everything is gonna change. But everything is gonna change in this generation. None of this stuff will be the same. My bad. None of these things will be the same. It's gonna be good though. It's gonna be good. You don't even have to worry. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fine. All that 9 to 5, stop talking about 9 to 5. Stop getting jobs and then leaving and then getting a new job. That's all people do. They get a job. If a job is paying more, they leave that job. That's all we do. And then we talk about stuff that don't need to be talked about. Gossiping, talking about drama, talking about these fake celebrities put in our faces and just don't mean anything. So just like stay aware to what you are seeing. It's like the Matrix. We are in the Matrix, matter of fact. None of this stuff is real. We really playing Monopoly without us getting houses and stuff though. But just stay aware, pray to God, and be aware to the things that you're looking at. Because 9 times out of 10, it's all fake. We should be knowing this by now. This is the Matrix. Red pill, blue pill. Come on, which one you gonna pick? But other than that, all right, I think that's gonna wrap up episode 1 of the 1920s podcast. And anybody out there listening, I really appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. You know, I'm your host, RJ. I'll see you guys for episode 2. Have a good one.